Welcome back to another day on the Lorcana pixelborn client. Today we are going to be playing a resist big quest. It's not really a good word for that, is there? Yeah, we're gonna quest for a ton and we're gonna resist everything. So the way we're gonna do that is primarily with Cogsworth here. So Cogsworth have shift 3, which we likely won't use to get him down on turn 3 because it's largely pointless. Because you go turn 2 Cogsworth, turn 3 Cogsworth, and all of a sudden you only have Cogsworth and his ability doesn't work on himself. But the shift is important for later if you need to play him for cheaper. He himself has ward, which is really great. Makes him really hard to target and deal with. And then he gives all of our other characters resist 1, which means they take 1 less damage from all sources. We learned that the hard way. Yeah, resist 1 for all your characters. So if I have 2 Cogsworth, 3 Cogsworth, then all of a sudden our resist is huge. Our other character naturally with resist is going to be Cinderella here. Shift 5, resist 2. Yes, the resists are supposed to stack. However, I haven't played it yet, so I don't know if the client has that figured out. So if there is a Cogsworth, this should be resist 3. If there's a second Cogsworth, this should be resist 4. I mean, at a certain point, Cinderella just is not going to get defeated by damage. They're gonna have to be hit with something like a Hades and a Let It Go or red removal. A lot of the rest of this deck is just incidental removal. I got a couple copies of Fire the Cannons, a couple copies of Swords, all the copies of Smash. Let It Goes for the resist characters. We could do some ramping with Fishbone, which is something that we really care about. And then we also have Beastmere and Develop Your Brain to help with our card draw and smooth things out a little bit, because this deck is going to be a little hungry to get the ink so we can play our big characters. But with that being said, let's jump in and see if we can't win a few games. Oh yeah, get to go first. I don't like seeing either of the Swords or the Hades right now. We are going to, I believe, aggressively hunt for a Fishbone Quill, possibly some card draw. I do have some ramp in Bell though, so that is something. Bell only works with Inkables. Not liking the rest of this hand. Cogsworth is interesting. Alright, let's try that. Right about now, you should be seeing the Patreon members flashing across the screen. Big shout out to my Patreon members. We have Luna Loves Doctor, Yami, and Gemini Gaming. They all got to see this video yesterday. Yeah, they get to see the videos a day ahead. I'm going to actually go in and work on the Patreon, try to add some more stuff to it. But, I mean, I think the obvious play right is to ink a Cinderella. And pass. Playing against Sim39. Oh, there goes a Maui. And Simba. Steel on steel violence. Cinderella should be pretty good in this matchup then. Provided they're not playing something with just straight removal. Hopefully their gray is their removal. Let's see. Shift 5, so that's still many turns out. I'm not sure what I would discard. That 3 butt's pretty good. I'm not sure what I'd discard to this. Draw a card, then choose and discard a card. Getting this out on 5 though is going to be huge. Alright, let's get rid of the Smash. Let's play the Cogsworth just because he's got a big butt. Now, I apologize. I am going to get people who are like, Winter, why are you playing so slow? This is literally the first game I'm playing with this deck. And it may appear out of order. But it shouldn't, because I said the Patreon thing. Another Cogsworth. I think this is easy, right? I just take out the Simba here. Ink the other Cogsworth. Play the Tinker Bell. They're not playing... They got bounce. Green bounces, but green's not removal. It's tempo. Just gotta be careful with that. Cheshire Cats and Cusco should be good against Cinderella. Bell's my next play, isn't it? I guess Tinkerbell could be my next play. Yeah, let's let Tinkerbell be the next play. I like that. I could start ramping. If I play Cinderella this turn, I could play big Cinderella next turn. Or I could have a big Tink right now. Ugh, they're both such fantastic options. Now I'm wishing I would have played Cinderella instead of Cogsworth. I think I'm just going to quest with both here. Still getting Cinderella down on turn 6 is still better than turn 7. Unless we draw an uninkable, then it's still technically a 5 ink play. Nice. Oh, they're going heavy. Isn't this the Robin Hood that snipes things when it quests? Oh no, Az actually tapped his snipe stuff. Okay. Did draw the uninkable. There it is. Discard the Gaston. Got the inkable. And I think I'm just going to continue to quest here. Opponent's got better questing power, but that Tinkerbell's going to be huge. It'll wipe out their board. There we go. Now they're vulnerable. They better have something. They got nothing. Whenever you sing a song, this character may ready this turn, or may challenge ready characters. That's not a huge deal. I'm gonna have Tink attack in. We're gonna discard the Gaston here. It's fine. Yes, we'll do the extra damage to the other Flynn, so he's gone. And then we will quest away. Alright. Cinderella down. I'd love to get the big Cogsworth. Give resist to everything. And then we can verify if Cinderella will get the resist 3 or not. Oh, Genie bounces Cinderella. That's fine. Just gonna do a damage? Okay. Oh, there's the big Cogsworth. Fantastic. Yeah, let's shift him in. And I can still play... no, we're not going to draw a card because I'll just discard it. So now my other characters have resist 1. So now Tinker Bell safely takes down Robin Hood. Takes no damage back. Does 2 damage to Genie. And now we quest with Cogsworth for 2. Big Cogsworth. There we go. Saving the Tink. Now they need to do 4 points of damage in one go. Deal with that Tinker Bell. Hypnotize. Oh, neato. But it's going to be too little too late. I'm shifting you in right now. And we're going to ink the Tink because we know they're going to make us discard. Can we see it? It still says resist 2. I'm curious. The ink doesn't say it's got resist on it either. Very curious about that Cinderella. Is it going to truly have the resist 3? It should. They're just playing out their whole hand. I'm going to give them a well played. Kind of like a good game. There we go. Cool. Sim39. Thank you for letting me test this deck. Kind and courteous. Just go straight for the victory. Ooh, second. Okay. Well, we know second is not great for us. Well, I got Cinderella and Big Cinderella. That's nice. And I could jump from 3 to 5 for it with that. So I probably don't need Gaston, Big Tink, or Fishbone. I'm still super interested to know if Cogsworth actually does count towards this, but at this rate, I'm just inking Cogsworth. Maybe it's a safe bet to hold on to him, but let's see. Oh, double Cinderellas. Okay. I'll take a double Cinderella. It's gonna be a lot trickier to do, though. Develop Your Brain, Tinker Bell, or definitely ink. And then hopefully we draw another inkable. We should. Steel. Hopefully steel is their removal. There's another ink. Steel and green. Okay. Is this going to be a Prince John Bell deck? Alright. So I have to play Cinderella because turn 3 is a Mickey, which jumps us to turn 5. So I have to play Cinderella. Yeah, we got a Gaston we could discard. And Gaston, I think, is the one that will go. Hades is super good. Long ways off, but he's super good. Yeah, there's a Prince John. Works well with the Flynn Rider, too. Alright, I think we're going to hold on to Tinker Bell. There's a chance we can get to play it. Looping ahead, passing turn. We're certainly giving our opponent a lot of time, a lot of breathing room to get stuff done here. Character gains reckless. Okay. I could just play Fire the Cannons too, but I think I'm going to play Cinderella and just destroy that Flynn. Can't fire the cannons at Prince John though. That sucks. Okay, I have to ink something. I think I want to keep Tinker Bell, which means inking the little Cinderella. Cinderella, Cinderella. And I will discard the cannons. And then they draw a card with Prince John. So they traded one card for two? Right, they traded the make me have to attack. They got to draw a card, I got to lose a card, so they're up 2 cards. So technically up 1 card because it cost them a card. Okay. I think I'm discarding Big Cinderella then, right? Or am I discarding Hades? Think of discarding Cinderella because if they're gonna have removal, it's gonna be bounce removal, and Hades is gonna be a lot more devastating if they have to bounce it. Bust them with both, huh? I have to ink it. That way I can take out their board. Curious what the removal's gonna look like at this point. Tinker Bell's not a fun one to bounce either. It's a lot more reasonable than Hades, but Cinderella is obviously the bounce target if they're gonna be bouncing. Well, there's Belle. Hopefully I just ink something and play Hades. Yeah, ink something and play Hades. And then we just win the game at this point. Let's do it. Let's win the game. So our opponent's not going to have very great removal. Who you forced into attack? They're not going to be able to attack, so it doesn't matter. So I guess Cinderella's the target. Okay, it doesn't. I would have targeted Cinderella because they just can't attack. Yeah, let's just go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I pay for it. I could have had Hades sing it, but it's literally all of the same. It does not matter. The turns equal exactly what they equal both ways. But for good practice, Hades should have sang it. Zero to the Cinderella. Do I just win here? I haven't done the math. Oh, okay, I do just win here. I didn't do the math. Alright, going first. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got big Cogsworth. A lot of expensive cards. Our hand is mightily expensive. We are going to get rid of almost all of it. Even Cinderella's too expensive. Crap. I want to keep one, right? What do I want to keep? Tinker Bell's usually pretty solid. And I got a way to shift it out, potentially. Alright, let's do that. Ah, should have kept the Cinderella. Alright, let's do some digging. See if I can't smooth something out here. Alright, I'll take that just in case. Because we're going to be a little slow, so it might be nice to be able to deal with them. Mickey Mouse should hopefully ramp us out, and then we're just going to play the big Tink. Also, the ramping out is really great for Belle. Okay, green's going to bounce. I don't mind Tink being bounced. Alright, we're going to play Cinderella. I know I could ink Cinderella, but I'm hoping, there we go, to just smooth Cinderella out into Mickey's and be able to keep and have the body on the board. So that's effectively the gamble right there. I'm using her to try to establish presence on the board while maintaining having an inkable. It is a gamble though, because I could have had a non-inkable. But there's so few uninkables in the deck that likely the top two cards would eventually contain something. It's a good target for a smash. Or fire the cannon. Might just be on this, waiting on the Mickeys. Take him out in West. If I Mickey this turn, I'm only up to 5. That's still not enough for Tink, so I can afford to take a turn with the Mickeys. Opponent definitely wants to discard me. The green steel deck is a ton of fun, but there's definitely some weaknesses. Like, Belle sucks to smash. Bell's such a huge part of that, like, awesome, fantastic combo. Prince John's surprisingly a really good card, too. But he's not targetable by Smash, so I'm going to get rid of the Smash here. Quest again. Wouldn't be surprised if they play a card like Hypnotize. It's fine, we got Mickey Mouse to get rid of. That ward on John makes him good. I like to play him on 4, but playing him on 3 is actually really solid too. Because that opens up your turn 4 to be something, like a Hypnotize. Dump the bell, play Tinker Bell. I think that's how we gotta do it. It's unfortunate. I really like playing Bell, but it's such a late game card. Alright, and I got a Mickey Mouse I don't care to discard either. If our opponent is on the whole new world plan, I'm happy with that because our hand is looking a little slim. There hasn't been an update as of the time of this recording, so Prince John should still be bugged. If they discard a card, they should still get to draw a card. Which means one whole new world there. Oh, they're not going to play Steel. Wow, okay. I totally expected the Steel game plan. Okay, how does the Lemon Lime deck work with Prince John? Do I play Mickey Mouse and ink to let it go? For fear that they're just going to make me discard it? I don't think we're holding on to our hand, if I'm being honest with you. Mickey Mouse will get us a 7, which is our, like, key number to be at. So if they make us discard to let it go, then they make us discard it. Either way, we're at the key number to be at. And if not, hopefully they'll play something really silly into a removal. What do you got, opponent? Oh, they got removal? They shouldn't have removal. They got bounce. Bounce is a thing. Could see a genie. Nope, just a Jasper. Simba's not bad. They're not inking though. They better ink. Why? Wait, hold on. Don't leave the video yet. Why? They play Simba in Bodyguard and then concede? Why? Because I take out Simba and I do 2 damage? Well, I can't take out John. He's got ward. So what are they scared of? Just the fact that they left the damage on the table? That's gotta be it. Second? Okay, well, we gotta test the deck in both fashions, right? So far, I love everything in my hand. What I'd really like to see, though... Big Cinderella. Ooh, that would be nice. And it's not happening! Okay. Easy. Easy, easy. Red and blue. Red and blue is going to have a ton of non-damage removal. So you got Let It Go, Hades, Dragonfire, Maleficent, Be Prepared. So our resist is not going to be strong in this game plan. So the other game plan is to just go really big and then try to get our big characters down quickly. I am going to go for the Cinderella here. And try to filter through, see what we got. The ward's still not bad. Obviously, we got characters we could be fighting. I think next turn is just going to be a fishbone. Ramp our way into this guy. Red and blue, guys. That is a deck that's coming up in our future. I am super excited to revisit the red and blue. Yeah, I think we're just taking a turn off here. I'll get rid of the other Tink. The idea here is that we want to eventually just get to a point where we're just casting big stuff. Like, do I ink this or do I draw something with it? Either way, I think both the Let It Go and the Smash are going to get inked. They could be expecting a big Cinderella next, and we could, in theory, top deck it. Let go the Aurora now. There's the big Tink. I think we have a new game plan. Let's let that go. Let's trade right here. Do I put Cogsworth away? Work towards Bell. Bell's gonna be Bell's gonna be tricky. I think we're just holding on to everything because Bell's gonna be tricky. We don't have enough cards right now. We haven't found our Beast Mirror. I was just playing everything out. There's another Cogsworth. Alright, this should make them slow down. And then with a follow-up Cogsworth next turn, Tink's gonna be a lot harder to deal with. But again, our opponent's not doing damage for removal. Bear that in mind. Tink won't be taking any damage from the characters. Except Aurora. Except Aurora, obviously! You've had one card in hand this whole game. Let's see your Let It Go. Maleficent? That would be brutal. Before we do anything, both are rough. But we're wiping out the board, right? Yeah, we're wiping out the board, so I'll take another Developed Brain. Play the Cogsworth. Now I won't take any damage from Mickey while taking out Aurora. I'm expecting a Be Prepared, yep. We know our opponent's going to have non-damaging removal. That's just the thing. I'm going to Cogsworth and Develop Your Brain. I probably should have played Develop Your Brain first in case I drew something else I like. I'm going to take the Gaston. But the Ward is really good. That's the thing, Ward. Now he has to use global removal on him. That Bell's really sickening. Gaston definitely needs to come down. Oh, but the Beast Mirror is so good too. I need to be able to deal with Bell. So Gaston will deal with Bell. But Gaston could be removed. So just in case, I think I still have to take the Smash here. Yeah, I might have to end up teaming up Smash and Cogsworth to take down that Bell. Hopefully, I'll just be able to take him down with Gaston. let's not play wildly into their board wipe here. It's funny, they didn't quest with Bell and then board wipe though. See, they got 3 down, so I have to take out the Mickey. That is unfortunate. They only got 1 damage on Hades. Tink won't be enough to take it down. Good thing we grabbed the smash. Everything my opponent plays from this point forward, though, is a lethal threat. Everything. Oh, man. I hate getting this position because you just lose the game. There's no way to win from these. It's all I got. I'm going to play it out. Cogsworth has to attack first, then Tink will hit it. Nice, 1 damage, so the double Cogsworth are stacking. Take him out, and then we lose to Robin Hood. Dang. That Robin Hood was brutal, too, because it let them get 2 characters into play. We wouldn't have been able to deal with it either way, though. And now for the post-game wrap. What would I change? I could imagine there being a lot of little changes. Like, we probably don't need 4 copies of either Cogsworth. Bring him down to 3 copies. Another one that felt a little silly to have so many copies of. Bell probably is a 3 copies. So this is the sort of deck that probably gets away with having 3 copies of a lot of things. And that opens you up to having a lot more options. Alright, so if I take out, 1 of each Cogsworth and 1 Bell, that's a whole other card that can be in the deck for 3 copies. If I reduce both the Cinderellas and the Mickey Mouse, that's a whole other card that's in the deck as well. And I think this is the kind of deck that wants that. While we were successful in most of our games today, it did always kind of feel like something was missing. But at the same time, everything we had felt good. So, with that in mind, hopefully more of the next set drops soon. We get more cards and there's more options to include in this deck. But it feels like something is missing, while at the same time the deck feels really solid. But that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. There's a link in the description down below to join my Discord. Come hang out, share your deck lists. And then there's also one for the Patreon, which I'll be working on today, so it would have been yesterday for you guys, unless you're a Patreon member who gets to watch these videos the same day I make them. Yeah, there's all of that. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, share, all the fun YouTube stuff. And I will see you guys tomorrow.